This is the last stop on the road to WrestleMania. This is Fastlane, and we are starting things off with a steel cage match between Seth Freakin Rollins and Braun Strowman. You may think this is an epic main event quality match. Well, we have a very special main event tonight, but I cannot share what that is at the moment right now. You'll have to watch and wait and see, as shortly I'll have my co-host Maddox joining me. But right now we have a Seth Rollins who is actually not fearful of Braun Strowman at all. As last
everything
week,
will go all right next week when I beat Braun Strowman.
And remember, keep in mind, this is after he lost.
May be the monster among men.
He's saying that he was going to beat Braun Strowman this week, which is, pretty ridiculous.
A revolutionary.
It's hard to believe because
I am Seth Freakin Rollins.
He is still the monster of all monsters. We cannot forget that, and we can't forget Braun Strowman is 350, 6'8", so it's going to take a lot for Seth Rollins to win this match. But remember, this is a steel cage match. In a steel cage match, there are multiple ways to win. You can either pin or submit your opponent as usual, or you can escape the cage and have both feet hit the floor. Now, this may be beneficiary to Seth Rollins, as he is more agile than Braun Strowman is. But Braun Strowman, he's going to his match thinking all he has to do is pin Seth Rollins. Braun Strowman doesn't need to climb through the door. He doesn't need to escape the cell in any other way besides just pinning Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring, which is what he plans to do here tonight. As Seth Rollins, he may have to form a little bit of a strategy if he wants to beat Braun Strowman in a steel cage match, which a steel cage match is not brutal. Let me remind you that this cage is made of steel. That's why it's called a steel cage match. And if you've ever dealt or worked with steel, you will know that steel is very painful and it is not very soft, especially if you land on it or if you get thrown on it by an opponent. You are in for a lot of damage and pain. Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman, steel cage match. Let's begin. And these two staring off right now as Seth Rollins is trying to get fired up. Maybe he's not quite ready for this match and he still has some more warming up to do, but he should be warm now as he intercepts Braun Strowman with a series of strikes, but Braun catching the foot, the clothesline to Seth Rollins, taking him down. And now Braun Strowman once again standing Seth Rollins back down and stomping him right now. But Seth Rollins able to roll out and with a rolling elbow reversing the strike from Braun Strowman. And now a fury of chops and clothesline off the steel cage goes Braun Strowman. Remember, I told you the steel cage is very dangerous, so Seth can use it to his advantage right here as Braun Strowman able to duck Seth Rollins underneath his blockbuster attempt. And now Braun Strowman with Seth Rollins up for a butterfly suplex, throwing Seth Rollins across the ring. And Braun slowly walking over towards Seth Rollins, who has given him enough time to see Braun Strowman coming. And now Seth Rollins with the offense, rolling elbow once again, and Strowman still on his feet, one again, rolling elbow, and now finally with the swing blade taking Braun Strowman down. And Seth Rollins climbing the ropes once again on the middle rope, big splash onto Braun Strowman. Will that be enough to put him away right here? Going for the cover, Seth Rollins to beat the monster among men, and Braun Strowman able to kick out. Seth Rollins now taking his focus away from Braun Strowman, opting to climb the cage, trying to see if he can escape, if this is a way he can win the match. Because remember earlier I said you do not have to beat Braun Strowman to win this match. He just needs to escape the cage. But Braun Strowman up on his feet and now going after Seth Rollins with a hit to the back of Seth Rollins. And now Braun Strowman taking Seth Rollins down, leg to the cage, and finally Braun Strowman is able to get Seth Rollins back down into the ring where he wants him. And Braun with a big right hand to the top of the neck of Seth Freakin Rollins. And now Braun Strowman lifting Seth Rollins up, lifeless body, throwing him across the ring all the way to the other side. And now Strowman stepping on Seth Rollins, the ultimate sign of disrespect. And now Seth Rollins fighting back, super kick to Braun Strowman. Seth Rollins now with a chance, an opportunity right here to put away the monster among men. And he is calling for the monster among men to get back up. And Seth Rollins is looking deep in his arsenal right here for a big super kick to Braun Strowman, takes him down once again. But Braun Strowman already back up. Seth Rollins with a fury of chop And now Seth Rollins taking down Braun Strowman. Braun is finally staying down, and Seth Rollins has him where he wants him for a curb stomp to the monster among men. Seth Rollins just curb stomped Braun Strowman, but instead of going for the pin, he is calling for the door to be opened. Seth Rollins wants the easy way out of this match. Braun Strowman from behind, and now the door closed, not only for the steel cage, but for Seth Rollins' chance at winning this match, as Braun Strowman now picking up Seth Rollins' lifeless body, and all he has to do is setting up for a dominator right here, and Braun Strowman taking down Seth Rollins, dropping him face first, and Braun Strowman ready to put the match away, running power slam to Seth Rollins, and now Braun Strowman going for the cover. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to be able to kick out of this, and Braun Strowman just beat Seth Rollins inside our first ever steel cage match here in this WWE 2K22 series. Braun withstanding a curb stomp, able to get Seth Rollins back for a German suplex before he will ultimately power slam him after a dominator to win the match. Braun Strowman larger than life and just defeated Seth Rollins inside a steel cage match, pinning him, and Braun Strowman is definitely a big threat to everyone here in this WWE 2K22 series. The top rope, Rey Mysterio Hurricane Rana delivering stomp after stomp to Happy Corbin in the center of the ring. And what's this? That's the music of Dominic Mysterio. Is Dominic Mysterio here on Raw where Rey has been winning? And no, it's distraction. Happy Corbin, Samoan drop to Rey Mysterio. And now Happy Corbin with the end of days to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio just got tricked into believing his son was here on Raw.
Excuse me, sir. Can you move your car, please? I'm looking for a place to park, and you're taking up 4 spots.
But look who we have here. If it isn't for Rey Mysterio, the guy who lost last week, what are you gonna do? Ask me where Dom is? I don't know where he is, and I don't care where he is, because I don't want anything to do with him or with you.
I'd be careful if I were you. You lost to Drew McIntyre last week, don't forget that.
But at least I'm not crying every week because my son isn't here on Raw.
Hey, you leave him out of this.
Hold up. I think you might want to hear what I have to say about your son. How about me versus you?
What does this have to do about my son?
Let me finish, Ray. Me versus you next week at WrestleMania. And if you win, you get Dominic Mysterio here on Raw.
I accept.
Whoa, Ray. You didn't even hear me out. When I win, you will be banned from Raw.
It doesn't matter. I'll do whatever it takes to get my son here on Raw.
Okay, Ray. I didn't force you into that decision. If you want it, you can get it. It seems like Logan Paul is going to be out here for Bobby Lashley's challenge, I guess you could say, because he said he had a proposal, and apparently that was enough to interest Logan Paul and to be willing to come out here and hear what Bobby Lashley has to say for himself. Now, if I'm Logan Paul, I would just be concerned about my WrestleMania match, fighting Edge on the grandest stage of them all to become the first ever WWE champion. But apparently Logan Paul wants to deal with some of this business first. And we know Logan Paul, he hasn't been too busy because he hasn't even had a match since Royal Rumble. But he doesn't need to, and he wants to stay sharp apparently tonight. So he is coming out here to the ring. He looks like he may be ready for a fight. He's supposed to just hear what Bobby Lashley has to say. Logan Paul may be wanting more right here. He may be wanting more tonight here on Monday Night Raw from Bobby Lashley. Oh boy, that was all it took for Bobby Lashley to come out here right now. He said, "Say no more, Logan. I'm the one who called you out, so you do not need to call me out right here, because I will come out myself and I will handle business the way I do best." And Bobby Lashley now, he looks like he has a lot to say to Logan Paul right here. Let's hear what he has to say. apparently Edge is not taking that too kindly now, as Edge is coming out here after Bobby Lashley. He just said neither Logan Paul nor Edge have beaten him. I don't think Edge, he's not gonna be happy with that, because Edge, he won the Elimination Chamber, and for Bobby Lashley, he may have a good point right there, but Edge apparently got triggered from that though, and he might want to reply to what Bobby Lashley just said, because if someone says you haven't beaten him and that you're undeserving of what you've earned, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem with it, and that's what Edge has here tonight. And Brock Lesnar is here. No one saw this coming. We thought it was going to be a 2-on-1 match between Bobby Lashley versus Edge and Logan Paul, who will face each other at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. But it seems like Brock Lesnar is here to make this a formal tag team match, as the Beast now is here. Remember earlier I was saying that Maddox was going to join me later? Well, guess who's here?
It's me, Maddox.
Yeah, he's here for the awesome main event that is about to happen, and we're about to see one of the greatest showdowns you ever in WWE 2K22 history. This is going to be a big tag team match, as it's the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar teaming up with the almighty Bobby Lashley versus Edge and Logan Paul. Who do you think's going to win this match?
Probably the Almighty and the Beast. They both have like the same strength, and if I remember, you do not want to mess with those two.
Of course you don't, because they're super big and strong. Kind of like your head. Is that true?
Yeah. And Brock Lesnar, he's going to be teamed up with Bobby Lashley.
And right now, at the moment, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar both don't have a match at WrestleMania, because Logan Paul won the Royal Rumble and then Edge won the Elimination Chamber, which means neither Brock Lesnar nor Bobby Lashley will be in the match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And you just saw.
Oh, it's going to be Edge versus Bobby Lashley right now. They both do a spear. Oh my God! Bobby Lashley getting the better of it. Oh, never mind.
Edge turning it around for himself right now. And Edge now with the momentum attacking Bobby Lashley, who's going off the ropes. And shoulder block meets nothing, and Edge now with a chop and a fist punch to Bobby Lashley. And now Edge Russian leg sweep to Bobby Lashley, taking him down once again.
I don't think Edge is going to give us a time to regenerate. Oh my God, he just did that to him.
And clothesline from Edge to Bobby Lashley.
And now he's going,
headbutts to Bobby Lashley. That's what you would do, right?
Yeah. And Bobby Lashley is slightly up. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought I was going for a DDT. Oh no.
Sending him into the corner with Logan Paul. And now Edge is tagging Logan Paul. And they're working together on Bobby Lashley with a 2-on-1 attack right here. Flapjack goes Bobby Lashley. And now Logan Paul going for the pin. See if this can put away Bobby Lashley this early. And Bobby Lashley is able to kick out already.
Oh my God. Oh no, Logan Paul, he's getting the better of it now.
Yep.
The Almighty doesn't have a chance.
And Bobby Lashley reversing a power slam to Logan Paul.
Oh my God.
It's going to take a lot to put away Bobby Lashley. And now deadlifting Logan Paul up on the shoulders. Now running power slam to Logan Paul. Is that enough to end the match right here? And Logan Paul is able to kick out, showing some resiliency. Because after all, we've only seen him in the Royal Rumble. That's the only action we've seen him in. He hasn't had a match since. There might be a little ring rust, as opposed to Bobby Lashley, who's been competitive here on Monday Night Raw, as he delivers a big boot and clothesline to Logan Paul now. and Bobby Lashley taking out his frustration on Logan Paul. Because remember, last week Logan Paul was called out by Bobby Lashley, as Bobby Lashley was saying Logan is basically a coward for never fighting. And Logan Paul now with the reversal is kicking Bobby Lashley, taking him down now. Logan Paul is a comeback, but Bobby Lashley is
faces it.
they're putting a quick into that German suplex, sending Logan Paul into his own corner. Logan will be tagging in Edge right here, as he should. And now Edge will come into the match for the first time.
Yes, and
Jack immediately to Bobby Lashley, who was waiting for Edge to get inside the ring. Not a wise choice from him. And now Edge taking it to Bobby Lashley right now, just as Logan Paul was a few moments ago. Drop kick, elbow drop. Now Edge with more headbutts to Bobby Lashley. He's picking him right where he left off before he tagged in Logan Paul.
Not going in for the cover.
2, and Bobby Lashley still kicking out. What is it going to take to pin Bobby Lashley and beat him right here? And now Lashley with the arm of Edge. What is he doing right here? But Edge fighting back, not going down right there. And Edge now with Bobby Lashley. Educator to Bobby Lashley. Now, is that enough to put him over? Brock Lesnar is here to break up the pin. He does not have faith in Bobby Lashley to kick out. And Brock Lesnar now sending Edge into the ropes for a German suplex. Look at that. See, Max, that's what a German suplex is. That's a picture-perfect German suplex. Not like the ones you give me.
Yeah.
Now Bobby Lashley with Edge, who just got beaten by Brock Lesnar, slamming him down for a Dominator.
Oh my God.
And Logan Paul saying something to Bobby Lashley, just as he had a few posters ago. And Bobby not taking the talk this time, able to grab a hold of Logan. He is not quick enough. And now Edge with the spear to Bobby Lashley, off the distraction from Logan Paul. And now taking out Brock Lesnar. And is this enough to put him away? Edge covering Bobby Lashley. And Edge just beat Bobby Lashley thanks to the distraction from Logan Paul. Believe it or not, Logan Paul and Edge may actually have some chemistry. And Brock Lesnar, he never even got a chance to tag into that match. Bobby Lashley was trying to do everything by himself, 2-on-1. Bobby Lashley, he didn't want to tag in Brock Lesnar. Why would you think that?
I don't know. I think he probably thinks he could do everything by himself.
Yeah, very selfish of Bobby Lashley. But it cost him the match right there, as the 2 participants in the inaugural WWE Championship match at WrestleMania just won the match, a tag team match against the almighty Bobby Lashley. And I guess you could say Brock Lesnar, even though he was just there for the ride. Next week is WrestleMania. And what you're looking at is the match card, as Rey Mysterio will be taking on Austin Theory. And if Rey Mysterio wins, Dominic Mysterio gets to come to Raw. That's what Rey Mysterio has been complaining about this whole series, that Dominic Mysterio is not on Raw, even though Rey Mysterio is. But shall Austin Theory win, Rey Mysterio will be banned from Monday Night Raw. And you just saw Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar team up, and they lost to Edge and Logan Paul. Well, next week at WrestleMania, Bobby Lashley will face Brock Lesnar, and the winner of the match gets to become the first ever United States champion of this Universe Series. And the main event next week of WrestleMania will be the WWE Championship match, where we will crown our inaugural WWE World Heavyweight Champion, as Edge, the winner of the Elimination Chamber, tries to take on and defeat Logan Paul, the winner of the Royal Rumble, our first ever video of this series. And WrestleMania is stacked